What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today's video is one that I've been wanting to do for a little while now. I wanted to already have this video done and out there, but I keep getting these crazy ideas of doing this other stuff. And finally today I found some free time to just knock this one out. We're here back at my house at the shop. I still got a lot of toys out at my buddy's house, and I've actually got new toys I'm getting to take out there. So I'm afraid if I don't do this video right now, it's going to keep getting pushed out, and I want to get this video out there because this brand new machine, this CFG Industry STE20SR, is starting to hit more and more auctions. So people are starting to see them, and they don't know what they are. I'm still seeing this machine sell for way less than your QNT30, your QNT50R, your MY50R. This machine is selling for thousands less at auction than those machines. Do you want to know why? Because people don't know what this is. This machine is bigger, it's heavier, and has way more options than any of those machines. But people look at those and they think they look bigger, so they think it's a bigger machine. It's not. This machine is bigger than those. It has options you will not see on those machines. So I want to get this video out there. That's going to drive the price up, which is fine. The price needs to go up. This machine is selling too cheap right now. But again, it's a brand new machine. It's been out a couple months now. I've had mine for about a month and a half. But let's get into it. Let me get you guys some specs. I've already took a lot of pre-measurements to kind of speed this up. I'm going to go over some measurements and stuff now, and then we'll get it pulled out. We'll get it fired up. I'll show you how some of this stuff actually works, some of the features it actually has that people are missing out on. All right, for starters, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but this machine is big. It's way bigger than the typical auction machine. Anyways, let's get into it. This machine, the STE20SR, this is made by CFG Industry. This is actually a Shantu, I don't know how you say it, Shantu SE17 rebrand, basically. There are a few parts that are still different, but it's basically a rebrand. This has the Yanmar 3-cylinder diesel, 15 horsepower engine. It's 11.2 kW. A lot of people are out there. I'm seeing people put this on there saying it's a 19-20 horse motor. It's not. They do make a Yanmar 3-cylinder diesel that is a 19 point something horsepower, but this is not. This is a 15 horsepower engine. Don't be confused. It says it right on the label. 11.2 kW. Convert that over on Google. It's 15 horsepower. All right, so Yanmar 3-cylinder diesel. It's actually the same engine that's coming in a lot of the smaller diesel units. My honest opinion, the engine's too small. And I'll get to why I think that in a minute. But this is the same 3-cylinder Yanmar that's coming on your SDLE 20s, your IRE 20s, and several others. The same engine, same exact engine. But what sets this machine aside? Well, this machine doesn't have your stack pumps. I'll have a close-up here in a minute, full walk around of the machine with all the panels off. You'll see the actual pump. This machine does not have the little cheap stack pumps. It has a variable displacement piston pump made by Eddie Co, another Chinese company. And the valve body in this machine is also made by Eddie Co. So you take that 15 horsepower engine and you add the variable displacement pump, and you're talking about a beast. This is not, again, this is not your typical single small stack pumps machines. This machine will outdig, outperform any of those. Those QNT30s, that is a diesel, it doesn't have a pump like this. This machine will outperform it, I promise. If I can get one, I'll get one and do a comparison just to show you guys. But this is a superior machine. And the price point right now, these are still going for less than those. So if you see one of these, snatch it up, because in a couple more months when the info's out, people realize that this machine is what it is. Price is going to go up. They're not going to go as cheap. So get one while you can. This machine has pilot controls, electronic pilot controls. It doesn't have a push button lockout like a lot of the small ones. This one has your handle, so locks down. When that's down, it won't start. Engine won't do anything. Pull that up. Engine will start now. Your disconnect, under your floorboard here, there's a flip up panel. That's where your battery disconnect is. This machine has 2-speed drive motors. Again, most of your other machines don't. 2-speed drive motors, rabbit and turtle mode. And there's a significant difference in my opinion. Now, when I tell you these numbers, it won't sound like a big difference, but I promise it is. This machine is fast compared to the other ones. And low mode, 2.2 kilometers comes out to 1.3 mile per hour. And high mode, 4.3 kilometers, that comes up to 2.6 miles per hour. Again, I know that doesn't sound fast, but the thing moves. It's plenty fast, I promise. Climbing radius, this thing will climb on a 30-degree slope, 58% grade. Not saying I recommend it, but that's the specs, okay? It does have 9-inch wide tracks, and the tracks are 5 foot long. So good stability versus some of your smaller machines. And it has expandable tracks. 52.5 inches is the full width expanded. That is right there the same as those other machines I was referring to. I think some of those are 54 inches, so you're giving up 1.5 inches, but you're gaining way more, okay? Those don't have expanding tracks. This has expandable tracks. Also has the expandable dozer blade. Right now, as you can see, I already have it expanded. Take a couple pins out right here. These 2 end caps come off, smaller blade. Lift the machine up, close your tracks, smaller width all the way around. All right, as you see, it does have, this one has a hydraulic thumb already. Some don't. Pay attention. Some of these do not have the hydraulic thumb already. The ones that don't have the hydraulic thumb also have an issue. Not a big issue, but an issue. On the models that don't have the hydraulic thumb, you'll notice right here with the hydraulic thumb, I have ears here. It's where my thumb bolts on at the bottom. And then my other set of ears is up here at the top of the dipper here. That's where the other cylinder bolts on. The models that don't have this hydraulic thumb, here's the problem. You have a set of ears here, and then you have a set of ears about a foot up. That's not enough room. So either two things. One, the hydraulic thumb made for that model isn't out yet, or two, they messed that up and those ears will have to be cut off and relocated. But pay attention. I've had several people reach out to me already. Hey man, where'd you get your thumb? I don't know how to put a thumb on mine. I didn't get a thumb. Mine came with a thumb. Those same people, I had them send me pictures, and I'll actually post a picture of that right now so you'll know what I'm talking about. But those same people, I had them send me pictures, and their ears are completely different. So they're going to have to do a little fabricating to put a thumb on theirs. Maybe they're going to come out with a thumb later, but I doubt it. All right, so with the thumb, you also have the boom swing. I've got it swung a little bit now. The cool thing I like about the boom swing on this one is it's not a thumb button like your other machines. On the thumb buttons on this machine, you actually have horns. Both thumb buttons is a horn. For the swing boom, you have a nice foot pedal here. It has a cover. I'll do a little zoom in here in a bit. You can get a closer up of this. But the foot pedal here has a cover, so when you're not using the swing boom, you have a footrest. And then same way with your hydraulic thumb. It also has a foot pedal. When you're not using it, flip the cover and you got a nice footrest. For the blade is actually up on the right-hand side. There is a lever. I'll show you that in a bit, but that operates the blade. Your 2 foot pedals on the inside and outside are for your hydraulic thumb and for your swing boom. Now, as far as tracking, we already went over the pilot controls. As far as tracking, you got your 2 sticks, just like all of them. You got front and back, but you do have feet pedal. This one has foot pedals already on it. They flip down for extended foot pedals or flip back up. Those are on there with just Allen bolt, so if you don't like them, easy to remove them. So this machine is water cooled, does have a radiator already built in it. It also has a hydraulic cooler stacked up against the radiator. Okay, so you've got your hydraulic cooler here, your radiator here, then your engine fan here, pulling air through. All right. What I've already done, I've added fans. I've got a video of that up, but I've added fans. I added a fan right here on this side, sucking air from the outside in, blowing it through the hydraulic cooler, through the radiator. The engine fan is pulling and is pulling that across the engine, over the exhaust, and I've got another fan back here on this side blowing out. Okay, so that's how I'm cooling mine. The fans did make a bit of a difference. It's got a 5.5 gallon diesel tank. The hydraulic tank is 3.7 gallons. However, that is just the hydraulic tank. For the full system, I believe I read it's closer to 6 gallons to fill up the entire system on this machine. And just like any of them, it is recommended when you get it, change your fluids, change your engine oil, change your hydraulic fluid, flush all that out, flush your diesel tank, clean it out, clean your filters. I did all that. It is recommended, so don't short yourself. Get that done right away. Go through, grease everything. There's a lot of grease points on this machine. Even some under that are hard to access, and even one on the boom that's really hard to access. Maybe I'll do another little video on that one day, but not today. Rear bumper. Most of these machines, real thin metal, just like these side panels. That's absolutely no counterweight whatsoever. Well, this machine has a cast rear bumper. This thing, I don't even know how much it weighs. I can tell you this, though. It has to weigh 700-800 pounds plus. Has to. When I took it off, I thought, I got this. I took my bolts out. I got down, started to fold it back, just lay it on there. No. I immediately seen I couldn't handle it. I jumped out of the way. It fell, almost crushed my foot. So take it from me. Do not remove this bumper by yourself. If you are by yourself, have another piece of equipment to help you get it off. When it was on the ground, it took all I had to move one side, just to move it around on the ground a little bit. That thing has to weigh 700-800 pounds or plus. Super, super heavy. It helps though. Heavier the machine, better stability again. So that's a really nice feature on this machine that I haven't seen on any other machine. Let's talk about some dimensions. The height of this machine is 7 foot, 10.6 inches. Length of the machine, 11 foot, 8.7 inches. Overall width of the machine, 4 foot, 3.1 inches. Your digging height is 11 foot, 7.7 inches. Your unload height is 7 foot, 4.3 inches. And then digging depth, which everybody wants to know, 7 foot, 5.3 inches. So this machine will dig 2 foot deeper than the small machines. Those only dig 5.5. And this machine will dig a 1/2 foot deeper than the bigger machines I was talking about earlier. Those only dig 7 foot. Digging radius, 12 foot, 9.9 inches. All right, now the big question. What's this thing weigh? Well, the short answer is I don't know. I don't have a way to weigh it. But I can tell you this. I'm getting, from what research I've done, even on manufacturer's website for the STE17, there's 2 numbers you can go by. I wish I had a scale I could weigh it. One of you guys got one and you're local to me, let me know. I'll bring it by. We'll weigh it. But I don't have a way to weigh it, unfortunately. The VIN tag says 1,660 kilograms, which comes out to somewhere around 3,700 pounds. On some of these machines, there's already been people who have confirmed if the VIN tag was right or wrong. Some machines, the VIN tag is right. Some machines, the VIN tag is wrong. So I don't know how to confirm it without just weighing the machine. The manufacturer Website, their specs, they're saying 1,800 kilograms, which comes out to right under 4,000 pounds, 3,970 or something like that. So this is as close to a 2-ton machine as you're going to get for the price. I'm pretty sure the heaviest 50 series or 30 series, I don't know which ones, but I'm pretty sure the heaviest one's 3,800 pounds. So either way, this machine is bigger, heavier, better. It has to be heavier because it's almost the same size as one of those machines. You just don't have the huge cab. And it's got a freaking cast bumper on it that I can guarantee you is at least 700 or 800 pounds. So there's no way this machine's not heavier. Again, maybe we'll find a way to weigh it in the future, but that's all I got for now. All right, so we got all the panels removed for our in-depth walk around of the internals, just to show you guys kind of what's what, where everything's at. Battery disconnects there. It's under the floorboard. Little panel flips up and you can access it. Got your valve bank here, pressure relief valve right there in the front. Come around the front here, there's your horn. There's your solenoids. One of those solenoids is for your pilot controls. One of those solenoids is for your 2-speed drive motors. Oil dipstick, oil filter. You also have an oil fill here. Your throttle adjustment is also here. Battery, hydraulic cooler, radiators directly behind it. Fuel filter, fuel pump, water separator. Your alternators right here, easy to get to. Starter, easy to get to as well. Air filter, standard setup. Mufflers on this side, actually comes out, sticks out right here. Another valve bank for your pilot controls. This one actually has a test port, so there's where you'll test your your pilot control pressure. Hydraulic pump on this side. That is an Eddyco pump, FMP 28B. Your swing boom cylinder. The downfall to this, and about every machine I've seen is this way, but your swing boom cylinder, as you can see that red cap, that's an alumite, that's a grease point. There's no way to get to that. So for this machine, it wouldn't be too hard to just drill a hole right in the side of one of the side panels and be able to access it. But other machines I've seen, even that wouldn't be possible. You do have a drain plug for your hydraulic tank, and it is accessible with all the panels on under the machine, as well as the diesel tank drain plug. The drain plug for the engine oil, not as accessible. Try to get the view under here. So there is a big gap here. As you can see, there's the oil pan, but you can see the plug, it is setting in over the rotary gear and is not out in this hole actually. So that's not ideal. It's better to siphon the fluid out without making a mess. Do have a fuel sending unit, and it does work. And then there's your 2 grease points for your turntable. Underneath, you can see our 2-speed drive motors are protected. All the hoses are braided. Right now our tracks are expanded. This is full width, but underneath looks really nice. You do have a tie down point. A lot of these machines don't. All right, so that's all the info I got for you as far as some specs. Now I'm going to take the thing out of the shop, get it out here, and I'll actually show you how some of it operates, because some of it is different. All right, guys, I'm going to hop on here now, go over some of the basic controls. It operates mostly just like a lot of the other machines. There are a couple small things that are a little different, but I'm going to give you a complete rundown real quick. Got my battery disconnect turned on. Hop on here. Hit my glow plugs for a second. Fire it up. Audio may not be great right now. I was unable to get my mic to work for this part. Alright, so we'll start with our pilot controls here. Just like most machines. Let's put our blade down first. Blade is over here on the right. The stick, you can kind of see. Right stick. Here's our boom up. I'm going to give it a little throttle. Right stick brings our boom up. And it also curls our bucket. Left stick brings our dipper up and down. Also turns the machine. Alright, so that's the basic operations. I'll give you a quick little rundown on some of the stuff you couldn't see real well. Here's our pedal covers, our pedals that flip open. This machine, one thing too, it's got a nice little storage spot here for folders and whatnot. Also has a maintenance chart on here, and also easy access. That panel comes off. You got access to the engine. There's our lever that switches between our expendable tracks and our swing boom. Climb up here. Our headlights. This is our 2-speed motors, Turtle and Rabbit. Over on this side, our key, throttle. That is our blade lever. And then our instrument cluster. Kind of hard to see because of the sun, but it's right there. Hydraulic tank, fuel tank. I'll do a little demonstration real quick of the tracking, rabbit mode and turtle mode. See if you can see the difference. All right, here's our turtle mode in reverse. Here's our turtle mode in forward. Here's rabbit mode in reverse. Here's rabbit mode in forwards. All right, guys, so here's a couple little small things to point out. This machine does come with a diverter valve for your auxiliary. However, this is not a two-way valve. It's just a one-way, but it does have where you can turn it on and off. So you take your thumb off, there's no need for a plug here. You just turn your valve off. There is a valve block on both sides. So that is a nice feature. I do like that. One thing I don't like is you've got this pin alamite in here and you've got no way to get to it. A lot of machines, there's a hole cut out in this so you can grease that. In this machine, there's not. So far, none of my alamites will fit in there to grease it while the bucket's on. So I'm gonna have to pull that bucket pin out, swing that back to grease that fitting. Not a fan of that. Track tensioners. This machine does have grease tensioners, doesn't have manual tensioners. So right there and behind that plate, you've got your standard grease tensioners. When I got the machine, one of those were hand tight. It was leaking grease. I tightened it up. I haven't had any issues with that since. Just giving you one more little walk around here. Kind of a close up. That is a heavy duty blade, not like on a lot of other machines. Thick steel, big cylinder. Lots of grease points down there as well. You can see our expanded tracks. And then here is that shut off. So flip your mat up. There you go. I did add a custom phone mount here. So that's going to come in handy. It's kind of wacky right now. I was using it to record. But got me a nice phone mount. And we are going to do a video soon. We're going to add some kind of protection here, some kind of windshield. You can see I've already got the bolt hose. So we're going to add some kind of cover and bolt up there. That way we've got some added protection when we're running our brush cutter. All right, so to wrap this video up, at the beginning of the video, I talked about how I feel like the 15 horsepower engine is too small for this machine, and I still stand by that. And part of the reason is what you just saw. When you track full throttle in rabbit mode, and you just give it what it's got, it's bogging down the engine a little. Well, that is similar to the problem we had when we got this machine. If you watch that video, the variable displacement pump on this machine was adjusted out of whack when we got it. The flow was way too high, the engine couldn't keep up, and the high flow was bogging down the engine. So we adjusted our pump, got the flow down to where the machine was usable. But even where it's at now, sometimes using the machine, the flow is still greater than what the engine can do. So if this thing had a 20 horse or 25 horse engine on it, this would be a bad dude. This would be, in my opinion, the best Chinese machine on the market if it had a bigger engine. But it doesn't. It's only got a 15 horse. Maybe they'll put a bigger one on it. But that pump, it's a great pump, super nice pump. As you've seen in the walk around video, it's way bigger than these little stack pumps. It's a great pump. But it's too much pump for that engine, in my opinion. I'm not a hydraulics guy. I'm new to the hydraulics, but from what information I do know, I think the I think the engine's underpowered for that hydraulic pump. So just my opinion. Um, it would be cool if like a Kubota 25 horse would just mount right up. We can engine swap it. I would love to do that, but I don't think that's probably a feasible thing to try. But who knows? Maybe in the future. If I could find somewhere where I could get a 25 horse Kubota diesel engine reasonable, I would do it and try it. But I don't know. Maybe they'll just come out with one of these with a D902 or a 1105 or something. And if that's the case, we'll just snatch one of those up and then do another comparison. But that's kind of my take on. That's why I think the engine is too small for this machine. Other than that, man, I love the machine. I got nothing else bad to say about it. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. That's our review on the STE20SR. We've been using it. We've been working with it. We got about 15 hours on it right now. Maybe in another 10 or 15 hours, we'll come back and do a 25 or 30-hour review on it to see how it's holding up. But so far, man, the thing's doing good. It's doing what I ask it to do. That's what counts. But hey, if you like seeing stuff like this, hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. This channel has it's kind of shot up quick, in my opinion. 1 month in, we've got over 200 subscribers, over 20,000 views. That's big. So that tells me you guys are enjoying this type of stuff. So if that's something you like seeing, hit that like and subscribe, because we're going to do plenty more of it. I've got a lot more machines to go over. I've got new stuff coming in again, new attachments. So we're gonna keep the content rolling, guys. We appreciate the support. Thanks for tuning in.